Have you allowed yourself to look ahead to Bowman Gray and just imagine what that whole experience will be like?
I haven't really thought about it a whole lot. I know it'll be really fun. Like or I hope it'll be like a normal Saturday night Bowman Gray crowd, or they're really rowdy. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I loved being in LA. I thought that was a great venue. But I also like going to Bowman Gray because I think the atmosphere will be amazing.
Correct me if I'm wrong, you've raced there, correct, in the K&N series?
Once in 2012, yeah.
Do you remember much of that experience? Have you taken in Bowman Gray as a fan?
Yeah, I don't remember much about the race, but I remember I went into the stands. I want to say the modifieds were maybe after us. So I went into the stands afterwards, and that was my first time being a fan there, and it was everything that I was hoping it would be. I'd watched the Madhouse, series thing, and yeah, the crowd was rowdy. So then we've gone back, I think once or twice since then. It's been a while, but the crowd was really, really crazy that night. So yeah, I hope it's like that.
Kyle, we come to this event every year, and Chase always wins the most popular driver. What would it take for you or anyone else to take over that?
More votes than him, I guess. But no, I don't know. I think he's definitely got a large fan base for sure in NASCAR, and it's cool to see. I feel like my fan base has grown a lot this year with getting to do everything that I've done. So we'll see, but I think he usually wins by quite a bit. So you never know, but no, I think it's cool to be a part of Hendrick Motorsports having probably the two most popular guys in the sport currently.
How do you look back on your season when you look at the highs and lows of it?
I look back on our year as being really good. We were strong all season long. I felt like we had great speed from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, much like we were in 2021. And the round of 8 just didn't work out for us, and didn't get the chance to race for a championship. But I don't really look at that as like a low either. I know we had the most successful season. Granted, we didn't get to win a championship. We won a lot more races than everybody else, and led a ton of laps, and pretty much led every category. So that was something I'm very proud of, and look forward to trying to do even better next year, and having a shot in November.
Were there any disappointments? You said missing the cut there in that round wasn't a disappointment. Anything
Obviously, I'd like to take advantage more of the speed and laps led that we had and win even more races. But still, we had a great year. So you always try to strive to be better and work hard to get to that point. So I look forward to next year. I think our team's in a great spot, and we'll continue to just get better.
Hey Kyle, Joe Gibbs Racing is loosening the reins on what their drivers can do, which would allow Christopher the opportunity to do dirt racing, so if he so chooses. What would the fans be in to see Christopher doing that, and is there a chance to see Kyle versus Christopher at some point down the road with what you guys have done in the past?
Yeah, I don't know. I saw that, and I was I've known that's been coming just with how much Ty Gibbs has been racing dirt stuff, and him being family. I figured they would have to let everybody else do it. So, but no, I'm excited. I think I think Christopher is extremely good. So I'm happy if he does get to, or if he chooses to race often or more often. I think that's great for him. I think that's great for the sport, NASCAR and grassroots racing. So it's exciting. I'm glad that he's getting to do it again, and hopefully we'll get to have many more battles in the midgets and sprint cars down the road.
What would that be like to race against him? I mean, obviously you race against him every week here, but to do it on dirt, and I'm sure if you guys do it, it's going to be a big event, so it's going to be there's going to be a lot at stake in that sense too.
Sure. I don't know. I think it's been he hasn't ran as consistently as he did, or as often as he did back when he was doing it all the time. So he's still Christopher Bell, and he's going to be, I wouldn't be surprised whenever his first race is if he goes and wins. But so hopefully we'll get to race and battle up front and have some duels like we used to, and Hopefully I'll come out on top more often than, because he beat me all the time for a long time. But so no, I'm happy. I think it's good for the sport.